Information, I do not own these pictures. I will leave a link where you can find it and you can do what you want with it. Now, in this story, the tragedy at the beginning. Friends will be made, arms will be lost. But in this story, Deku will not be a fighter. He will be a maker. Bakugo will be humbled because of his appearance. But a singular friend that Deku didn't plan to have changed both of their courses. Wanna see what's happening? Let's go on then. Now, before we start, please go down, and if you enjoy my videos and if you wanna help me get to 400, please help me get there, because I really wanna enjoy more of you guys if you want to. And hope you also leave a comment. No likes, don't really care about them. I just want someone to talk to. Now, in this story, we're at a hospital. A green-haired boy, age 12, wakes up. He doesn't know what's going on. A white roof is over him. He can't remember what happened, what's going on, and what even happened. Immediately, he feels someone hugging him. He looks down and sees his mother crying. He doesn't know what's going on. He can't hear anything yet. It still rings. He sees his mother's mouth moving. He can't hear what she's saying. He replied what he knows he replied with. I can't hear, my ears are still ringing. Deku's mom comes a little bit down. Over time, the ringing stopped happening. Inko explained that, Inko said that she was horrifying and sad what she heard. He doesn't know what she mean, but she said, At your school event, there were some villains that broke in. They took some students hostage, but nothing happened to them. You two stood up. What do you mean? Then it happened. Deku remembered it all. Flashback 2 days ago. The event at their school, a school, festival, has just been ruined by these villains. Everyone is in the, gym, or in the gym, inside gym. Everyone is lined up in each way. Deku is near Bakugo, what he can see. There's 5 villains. He doesn't know what quirk it does, but some he doesn't know, but 2 he does. One of them used a sonic boom to knock a teacher out, and one of them has blades can use blades. Alright, listen up. Some of you are gonna go with us to show some heroes not to mess with us. Some villains goes around to check who to take. Deku watches as they take Bakugo away because he was a loudmouth. They walked over and tried to take a girl when he was in front of her and said, "Don't take me instead. Don't, not her." "Ah, we got someone that wanna sacrifice himself." People looked at Deku. He just stood up, even though he's quirkless. Deku got dragged outside. They walked to the roof and they both were on their knees. What they could see was police in front of them. Heroes were outside as well. Nope. Sorry, my headset. Deku heard him yelling at the heard the leader yelling at police. Bakugo and him, Bakugo is just staying quiet, he is as well. He tried to analyze the position they're in when, "If you go a step closer, I'll make my body here cut off their arms." Deku and Bakugo realized they're screwed. A hero tried to calm them down, but that was a mistake. The villain took, Deku's right hand and Bakugo's, Deku as first, and Pain. Pain is his shoulder. Pain, just horrible. Deku doesn't know what to do and just looks. His arm is gone, bleeding heavily. And he screamed. That was not the thing he wanted to experience. He yells, and Bakugo was next. He tried to resist, but they both put him down, and he lost an arm as well. Before anything happened, a voice booms. "I am here!" It was not in front, but from behind. Two villains look behind them and see the grinning smile, or no, an angry look in All Might's eyes. The two villains doesn't know what happened. They were on the roof, and now they're on the ground in a small crater, knocked out. Deku and Bakugo, Deku is still horrified that he lost an arm. Bakugo is, also horrified. The heroes immediately gets the other students out of the thing. But when they saw what happened to Bakugo, one of the strongest, and Deku, that made an ultimate sacrifice to save one person, they both lost an arm. Students were horrified. That could be them, but it wasn't. Because one was picked, the other sacrificed himself. At this beginning, Deku was kind of respected. A quirkless kid that doesn't even have a quirk. And the others that did never even tried to just say, "Take me." To sacrifice one. Everyone that was there was kind of ashamed. No one got hurt. No one got raped. They questioned why they did it. They say that they want to ruin some heroes in the future. They explained that only one of them had a quirk. They heard a quirkless kid, the green-haired one. They just heard an innocent that actually couldn't become a hero. And now they just ruined him. This, well, they didn't care, but the guy that actually cut the hand off felt horrible. He didn't actually cut their arms. It was his friend. He took the blade from him that he created and cut both of their arms. There was a third member that didn't care either, and the other one, he walked away. He couldn't handle that. He didn't want his quirk to just do that. The two criminals that helped the man that cut Deku's arm off and Bakugo's got 20 years in Tartarus. The others go to a regular prison. The one that helped the man cut Bakugo's arm off got 10 years. When they made the cover story, everyone was shocked that a quirkless kid and a kid that had potential to be a hero sacrificed one of their limbs for students. Months went by. A new arm was made to both of them. At this point, Deku saw that he couldn't live like a weakling, so he trained in these few months to actually help him use his left side. Bakugo also was right-handed, so he also helped. Because, well, both of them are the same. Lost their right hand, their proper thing to help them function. He helped Deku with workout because that's the least he can do to make up for the things the fuck he did. He hated himself. Baku realized when he was in the hospital. This was worse than being quirkless. Losing a limb is the worst thing. So what did he do to Deku all those years? For him not doing what he could. When their arms was revealed, both of them looked different. Bakugo had to, if he wanted to use his quirk with his robotic arm, they had to use, some wiring to take some sweat off some skin. It covered most of his to his shoulder and down around his body so it could collect sweat. Some behind his back, it was really movable, so he could move alright. Deku, being quirkless, didn't get it that way. But thankfully, the arms that got cut off will immediately turn to eyes, so both of them have some muscles in their arms. They can connect. It can make their quirk spark for Bakugo, and Deku kind of feel normal. But it did. Both of them realized, yeah, they have to do something. Deku realized that a part of a hero is dangerous for him. He works out over 2 years, but he thought that his drawing over heroes, maybe he could make a costume. Costume designer. Yeah. he created costumes instead, learning to sew and make, well, items. Bakugo was the first one he helped. He was similar to him, so he helped him. Oh shit. No, that will just be gone. Sorry. Well, we're not skipping 2 years yet. A year later, when they had the prosthetic arm, Deku was learning how to make clothes. So he was always at the place where he can make some. Bakugo hangs out with him sometimes because, well, he couldn't relate with his goons, so he doesn't talk to them. A lot of people says, well, talks to Deku because, well, he's kind of nice and they doesn't see Deku as the quirkless kid. They see as the kid that sacrificed an arm for another. They both have a name in the school. They was called what's a good name? The robotic arms 2. Or the green arm and the explosion arm. The green arm because of green stripes on Deku's arm that he designed. Bakugo because of his explosions. Deku was just talking to Bakugo, hanging out and whatever they did, when a girl walked in. Blonde hair, red eyes. Both of them looked at her and she was surprised that someone was here. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. You the two that lost their arms in the thing, right? Both of them just said, yeah, it us. Yeah, it's us. So, what do you need from here? Oh, I just, need some things for a design? Design? Yeah. I wanted to be a model, so I also wanted to cosplay. Huh? You mean those damn anime things? Yeah. So you just need fabric? Yes. I just need fabric. Alright. Can I see what you need so I can help you? What? Green Arm over here want to be a designer. He wanted to be a hero, but, well, he can't because of his arm. He doesn't want to break it because, well, his muscles aren't there. I can get more. He can't. Oh, wait, how do your arms even work? Oh. Deku takes his left arm to his shoulder and pop that thing's off. Yeah! Don't worry. You can see the muscles. They're actually my old one. But it doesn't actually look, touch it. You can actually not feel it. She touches the muscle and she feels nothing. There is some protective things over the muscles, so it cannot be hurt, but a knife can easily just stab through it. He lays his arm on on one of the tables. You see, if I there is some robotics here. Even though there's muscle, there is some components it can use. Deku shows each thing to her, what his arm could do. There's a needle and some string he can put on. That's the upgrade he asked for after some few months. And he has he put his arm in a fist and a knife came out of, so he can protect himself. She was fascinating about this. She asked what Bakugo's arm was like. He also took it off because it wasn't a problem. Both of them can just take it off. Bakugo explained that his arm is, it can use his quirk because of some of the muscle. Oh fuck, the headset died. I don't care. He says that some of his muscle, if you can see, pointing out the muscles, can activate his quirk because, it's near his quirk. He takes, one of the cylinder with his sweat in. He said his sweat is kind of like nitroglycerin. He popped it into a thing and he activated it out with his left arm. It makes some few sparks. Bakugo said that he can modulate it to make bigger explosions. His arms is not a weak point anymore, but he must be careful. It can be stronger over years, new metal and everything, but right now it's strong to handle big explosions, but not a whole arena explosion. It will just be destroyed and they have to fix a new one and get some arm muscles from his arm that's in a special case. He says that the doctor, not the same doctor that Izuku have, by the way, a special doctor that can make arm has his arm in secret somewhere in the hospital. She was ecstatic. She was amazed by this, not freaked out when someone else asked it. She asked if they can become friends. Both of them get surprised, but they accepted. 2 years went by, going from 14 to 15 to, 15 and some couple of months. Bakugo have gotten into UA with his two friends. Deku being in the support item and costume making of the support item, and their friend shit. But Kichikawa noticed something. The student realized that green-haired boy had a robot arm. Is that his quirk? But it seems weird. They see Bakugo taking, the gloves off. They couldn't see the right hand, the right part yet. But after some few minutes where he takes off the jacket, they see a robot arm. Bakugo puts on the jacket and the gloves and points out the places. The class doesn't realize that Kichikawa, aka her quirk, sneak up. She can make her presence unknown and not feeling. So she can open the door as loud as she can, no one realizes it, before she revealed herself. She opens the door and the classmate that was standing there fall in. Bakugo and Deku looks behind them and see Bakugo's class. Bakugo is shocked by this, and now old Bakugo turned. Before that, he asked, "What the hell? Did you all follow me?" We wanted to see where you always go to. And then you'll realize, to follow me? You're freaking extras! You just thought you could follow me! Why? Bakugo goes old Bakugo mode. All of them were surprised and feel bad that they did this. They didn't see Bakugo at all like this. After some few moments, Kichikawa and Deku calmed him down. You're fucking lucky that these two can calm me down. Mina jumps up and apologizes immediately. Sorry, we really just wanted to see what you're doing. Sorry if you can hear some noise. Fine. It's fine. Anyways, Bakugo starts introducing his friends. This is Isugu Midoriya. He is one of the old classmates I talked about. He's been my childhood friend for a long time. Not a long time, but we rekindled our friendship a few years ago. What's that supposed to mean, Bakugo? You just see Ida chopping the arm. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, that was kind of not a good time for him. Fucking hate him. And this is Kichikawa. Fuck, I don't know Kichikawa's full name. So sorry. And this is Kichikawa. She has a quirk called... Shit, sorry. If you can hear me move the mic. And it's a train. Place something on. There we go. That's fine. Fuck. And this is Kichikawa. She has a quirk called Sneaky. When she opened the door, you didn't feel her, did you? Or see her? A lot of them realized and said, yeah, that's her quirk. She can make her aura feel like she isn't alive anymore, so she can sneak around. Also, before Bakugo could say anything else, he just hears, "Man, she's so big. I just want her to feel. I just want her to feel her." He just heard that, but that was a huge mistake. Mineta didn't thought that Deku was powerful, just having quirk with a robotic arm. But when Deku picks that peep squeak motherfucking bitch off the ground, he threatens him with a knife in the arm. Don't you dare talk about my girlfriend like that. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. You better. Deku walks over to the window and just dropped him out, being on the 3rd floor. Everyone just runs over and Mineta is just knocked out on the floor. Why did you do that for? Perverts I hate them. Yeah, I wanted to do that a long time. Bakugo, that's not... nowhere. Fucking four eyes. How can you handle him? We've been friends. Me and Bakugo, like I said, has been childhood friends, so I'm kind of used to it. Kichikawa, well, we kind of changed him, so he's always seeing the nice sides of it. Then, well, Mina speaks up. She had this burning question. Hey, Bakugo, why do you have a robot arm? The room, well, the other classmate looks at each other and talk to himself. Yeah, I've kind of been wondering that same. He always covered that arm up. They didn't see the trio being quiet. Ida stops the others and said, If you don't want to tell, it's fine. Nah, you guys should know it. They explained what happened. That villain attack was where both of them lost their arms. Everyone was shocked. And the girl that Deku actually saved was Kichikawa. Yeah, Deku saved his girlfriend without even knowing it. He couldn't remember, but Kichikawa did. They explained that Deku's robotic arm have a lot of his muscles. Not in the hand, so it's kind of free. But Bakugo has a little bit, so he can make a lot of arms. They also keeping his arm alive so it can grow and make more muscles. They still have Deku's arms, and yeah, that's still growing with muscle, but it will take a few years for that to make more. Well, no, they're making clones of their arms, muscle to the arms. They still use Bakugo's muscle, but they have copied two arms for them if they need more muscle. They can't attach an arm because that couldn't happen because of the electricity and the wiring that's in their body. They were shocked by this story and cried. They apologized and they said it was fine. They had to know anyways. And Deku just being there was kind of a compliment. And Kichikawa. She was there, so she explained what happened when the two knocked out. That All Might saved them, blah-de-da-de-da. She saw the aftermath at Deku and Bakugo lost their arms. It was disgusting. Explaining that it was clean off, but some muscle was still there. And bones. A lot of them was disgusted. And they said that one of them got 20 years. The one that actually cut the arms off. The one that had the blade didn't go to Tartarus because he didn't actually want this. He just wanted it to be a threat. Only a threat. So he got 5 years in Tartarus, and he's gonna spend the next 10 years in a normal prison. Then the man that holds Bakugo down is getting 10 years in Tartarus and 20 years or 30 years in a normal prison. The other guy is getting 20 years, then 60 years. Making him, he's already gonna be dead in prison. They were surprised by the story, and after that, they makes friends with Class 1A. They talked about this, and in Todoroki's mind, he was shocked. He's been tortured by his dad for years, but these two has been more traumatized. He got a scar, but he lost limbs. Some of them saw Todoroki's full face being Momo, Ida, Bakugo, and Todoroki. Bakugo, Todoroki, Deku, Ida, Momo, and Kitagawa. The others were clueless. After the others left, Todoroki was about to leave when Bakugo will call him back. He says that he knows that scar could come from his dad. He's not going into it, but if he needs someone to talk to, he's gonna let Principal Nezu just come talk to them in their private meeting if he wants to. Todoroki says his thanks to be polite and walks off. Well, the sports festival comes and goes. Deku actually going into the cavalry battle, and Kitagawa got knocked out at the first place. She didn't make it, but Deku did. Getting with Bakugo, and he went to the tournament. He went through Shinso. He didn't reply to his mocking, and went to Todoroki. He immediately gave up, saying that he can't fight someone with actually good power. You know he's quirkless. He come this far, but he knows his limits. Everyone was shocked that Deku was quirkless. They all thought that it was his robot arm. He can't fight someone with fucking ice. Deku went over and just said that use his power with Bakugo. Use his flames. There, he understands. Todoroki still want to win this with half his power, but when he goes for the other and versus Bakugo, Bakugo takes the dove. Todoroki actually uses fire, but Bakugo uses, a tactical. He throws his robot arm that wasn't revealed. When people saw this and got freaked out, and when Todoroki didn't see the arm, but when he turned around and saw it, it exploded him into the guy's head first and knocked him out. Bakugo tucked his arm back into place. People freaked out by this, but Prison might explain that Bakugo and the previous boy, Deku, was in an accident with some villains and whatever. When the competition was over, Bakugo got a gold medal, Todoroki silver, Ida and Tokoyami bronze, or third place. Gold, silver, bronze, or copper. I don't know. Tokoyami got gold place, but let's say there were other awards. Creativity for things was Momo. She got that medal. Power was given to Bakugo, and techniques was given to Bakugo as well for unique with his arms. Momo got creative, Bakugo got strength and technique, and Deku got the brave knowing or award for knowing when to give up. He could have given up in the race, he didn't. He knows that he could complete it. He went with Bakugo, he could have just said that he will go out. He didn't. He knows he could help Bakugo. He fought Shinso. He knew he could beat him. He couldn't fight Todoroki. That's why he got, well, knows when to give up award. Not the proudest, but knowing. The no award. What he could do. He was, well, happy for this, and if you, well, years later, All for One was defeated. Bakugo was, well, a pro hero, number 2 to Mirio. That got one for all. Deku was married to... He got married to Kitagawa. Bakugo and Deku stayed friends over the years. Bakugo helped Deku with his worst times. When they were in the 40s, Kitagawa died by a villain. Deku was traumatized and actually killed the guy. Bakugo finds him, and this guy was actually a serial killer, and Deku actually killed him. So Bakugo had to terminate him in, and Deku didn't care. He got revenge, but Bakugo, being a bro moment, helped him conceal the body. Even though it was murder, they're gonna keep quiet. Over the years, both of them lived a happy life. Both of them retired at 60. Living, in a house, and helps, younglings with costume design and being a hero. Deku, of course, has children. Bakugo does as well with Kemi, or whatever that illusion girl had. That was Bakugo's type. She is still alive with their children, and Deku has a daughter named Cherry Midoriya. Quirk: a hand's illusion. A quirk or stealth punch. She can make her aura as stealthy as her mother and strong. Punches in her stealth mode. She became a hero in the future. Deku passing away after Bakugo. He died protecting the students from a villain attack. Deku dying alone, but happy. He always wanted a family, and he got it. With his friend or brother, Bakugo. His arm lays on his grave. Kitagawa, his beautiful wife, lays beside him. Bakugo lays beside her. A grave is reserved for him, near hers. A costume head that he made her, the first one, is laying on a grave, or frozen in the grave. Deku was in his house, sitting, when he finally passes on, meaning his family, his wife, and his brother. Again. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it got sad at the ending, but I didn't want it to be bad, so I kind of did that. Now, the reason, well, I wanted to make that Deku as question mark again because I thought it was terrible. It didn't explain a lot. Deku being, well, having the same alchemy power as Elric was a good idea, but fucking terrible. It was just terrible. He got into class 1A. Yeah, no. Deku was still quirkless. He went into costume design. He was great. And, well, he didn't get into a lot of trouble. He was at the cabin when Bakugo was kidnapped. He couldn't help, but he got some people away. Because Kichikawa and Deku got allowed to be there because they had to help Bakugo, and Todoroki was also there to getting help by Bakugo and Deku. So Principal Nezu got that allowed, yada yada yada. Kichikawa died by, well, a serial killer. I didn't want it to be told by their voices. So just killing her off, because nothing can happen forever that's happy. Kichikawa died when she was in her 40s. They got a daughter, they just wanted one child. Bakugo, by the way, had 3 children. Not gonna say their names, but yeah. Children. Bakugo got 3. When Deku killed the murderer of Kichikawa, I thought that, well, he could go to prison, but nah. Let Bakugo be in bro and just bury that motherfucker somewhere without a grave. He doesn't need one, so they buried him. That's been kept a secret, but when Deku, by the way, when Deku died, he left a letter to the police saying that he has killed the serial killer, blah 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 name, and Bakugo, the hero, helped him. Well, buried the body this place. The police found the body. It was confirmed those 2 killed him, but they didn't care. They just got rid of a menace. So yeah, that was the story. What if Deku had a robotic arm? Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Good morning, goodbye for a while. See you later. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day. I love you, people. And I hope you love that intro because I'm gonna use that a lot. Bye bye.